Sir, you don't want to... That's too funny. You don't want to talk to me anymore. Welcome back to Tainted Grail with Jeane here in front. We're looking at Fearghas, and well, we're supposed to talk to him. Well, we're doing it. Here we go. There he comes. Sir, Fearghas. Could you bother watching at me? Looking at me? Oh, I can actually... No, I cannot take it. Sir!
You lost or what?
Yeah, I'm lost. Sir! I just want to have a look at you. What you have all here? We cannot look at that. Right. Sir!
Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope.
Yeah, I was pretty drunk.
Most unfortunate. But that explains why you just strutted into the horns. I'm afraid I'll have to take action.
Right.
The name's Fearghas, and I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business.
Right.
And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see.
Right, I have to believe you. Alright, I got this pin. I assume you know what it means?
Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns. And that makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he?
I actually don't know. Because Shipley could have made it.
If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade, and that leaves only the captain. However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to. Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
So Caradoc was a knight. Right. I'm here for Excalibur.
Excalibur? You want to pull it out?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, be my guest. If you think you can, go ahead.
I'm
But
ready
unless
for
you're
it.
King Arthur reborn, I wouldn't count on it.
Oh yeah, Ninian.
Ninian. I knew the Red Death would take him. Damn shame. He was one of the good ones. You did right bringing this back. The Horns look after their own, even after they're gone. But, now that I think of it, how did you manage to get hold of his tag?
He wasn't taken by the Red Death. The Red Priest tortured him.
Tortured? In the asylum? You can't expect me to take that at face value. Brother Rialgan said Ninian was too weak to survive the journey. They came for him, and we even held a symbolic keeper's burial for him. And what were you doing in the island asylum? You look fine, but if you were there, near him...
Well, what shall we do? The Red Priest caused the wrong person or cured by King Arthur? Well, I'm actually very curious what that answer would be. Yeah, I'm curious.
I honestly think your sense of humor is the worst, but I have to respect your unwillingness to share your story. Still, you have to understand, now that you've told me this, I'll be keeping a close eye on you. No risks can be taken when it comes to the Red Death.
I talked to her earlier, so why can't she leave this place?
That's between her and the captain. Were it up to me, she'd be long gone. Her presence here distracts my men.
Really? Right. Let's do that one
He's
first.
not our first line of defense. The archers are. Every man here needs to have a job. And no offense to Odrin, but let's just say we can afford to lose him.
Wow. Having a drunk guard at the front gate is not a very good look.
I'm sure the hordes of visitors clamoring at our gates can survive the insult.
You're probably right. Well, I don't really want to help you. I don't like you at all. Yeah, I found a piece of metal with an inscription. Do you know what it is?
That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty.
Alright, that is
I just
the
hope the
tag.
body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know,
Right.
here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen
my
keepers
God.
out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them.
Right.
It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
Okay. Hey! Don't walk away. I'm not done. Sir? I'd like to speak with
Just
the
as I
captain.
thought. If you have friends among the knights, you'll want to talk to the captain. But that's not happening anytime soon.
Why?
Because I said so. What? Did you really expect that you could just enter our keep and head straight for the captain's quarters?
Actually,
There
yeah.
wouldn't be much point in having walls and guards here if anyone could just do that, would there?
Just tell me where he is.
And have you helped any of my people? Or are you just here to wave that pin in my face again?
Yep.
First, show me you care, and then I'll take you to the captain. I can't have every random stray wasting his time. Not now, when the outcome of the war with its tribes is so precarious. I trust we understand each other?
So bringing you a tag wasn't enough? You're looking for a fool.
Say something like that again, and you can forget about ever meeting the captain. I'm serious. Don't test my patience.
This pin should tell you I've got some friends in high places.
So what?
Right, let's go back. Not test him. So, right. Anything you want me to
We've
do?
been having trouble with the dead lately. The kind that don't want to rest in peace. There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weirdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north, but somehow I doubt it. Anyway, I suggest you go see Marg first. He knows best what's going on there.
Marge. Who is Marge?
He's our huntsman.
Oh.
He keeps us stocked with meat, so the lads don't have to live on fish alone. They get pretty grumpy when that happens. Right now, Marg is the only other person who's allowed to leave the keep. I'm not about to risk the life of our last link to the outside world, especially when you're so eager to lend a hand.
So eager? I want to see the captain. What is causing it?
There is a local legend about a dark druid named Slaughter? Slaughter, that was it. He was a necromancer rumored to be able to raise the dead and make them do his bidding.
Oh boy.
It's quite an old legend, though, so unless he managed to raise himself from the dead, I doubt he's behind this.
Right. So, he's at the cemetery then. Okay, what about it?
It's old. From what I've heard, it even predates the Horns of the South. The keepers and the people from the village below used to bury their dead there, but after the flood, it's been pretty much abandoned.
The flood?
Yeah, damn druids. They flooded a village of innocent people just to show everyone they're still in power. Fat lot of good it did them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad we got rid of them. The things they could do were unnatural.
Right. So, where is that?
It's not far, and it's hard to miss. But honestly, I'd suggest you go see Marg first. You don't really know what you're walking into, so if I were you, I'd try to learn as much as possible beforehand.
Right. So, why didn't you send any of your men?
The captain forbade anyone from leaving the keep, so I couldn't. And truth be told, I didn't particularly want to. We don't get many recruits, and you're, well...
Disposable? Disposable.
Your words, not mine.
Right. Well, alright, I'll do it.
Good. Try not to get yourself killed, and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem.
I thought you wanted me to, go talk to Marge. Is it the same one?
Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there?
Nope, not yet.
Why not? Don't tell me you're afraid of ghosts. Just don't annoy them and you'll be fine.
Have you seen me leave at all? Right, well...
If you need rest, you can sleep in the barracks. It's no royal chamber, but it's better to sleep under a roof than under the stars, right? Especially in this horrible weather.
Well, that's kind of you. Right, we have a few quests, but we still need to find the blacksmith. Yeah? So, I guess the barracks are... Fearghas' house. This is your house. Wow. You have a house with a stair. Okay, Alonso, what's your problem?
If you're here to see the healer, don't bother. He's a quack and a butcher who likes to watch people suffer.
Right. Serious?
And I mean it. He's a know-it-all from Camelot, but the truth is, he doesn't know shit.
He doesn't?
All of those academic types think they're better than us village folk, just 'cause they read a book. We've been getting by just fine without any of their crap.
Why do you say that?
I came to him with a toothache, asked him to make me something for the pain, and you know what he did? He said my tooth is rotten, and then sent me to Osbright to get it pulled out.
Sounds reasonable.
Sounds like horse crap. My grandma was smarter than your lot, and she couldn't even read. She knew how to make a proper potion for toothache. If I were any good at mixing that stuff, I wouldn't need to deal with quacks like Heber.
Right.
I even gave him my grandma's recipe, but he said it was no good.
Why not?
Don't know. Probably just didn't like that an old woman from a backwater village was a better healer than him.
Why? Yeah, that's...
Oh yeah? And then what? Another and then another? Give it a few years and I'd be left with no teeth at all. Ah, leave me alone.
Sir, you don't want to... That's so funny. You don't want to talk to me anymore. Great. So, let's find this, here. There you are.
Oh, sorry. Do I know you? I'm terrible with faces. Either way, glad to make your acquaintance.
Yeah.
I'm Jean Heber, a physician raised in Camelot and trained in the Royal Academy.
Yeah, you have really one of the first classes on, so that's good.
Is some local witchcraft I've been trying to make sense of. I guess I'll find out when I try it.
Oh. On yourself?
Experience is the best teacher. Don't worry, I'm not testing anything on the others. Graham the Mad, a great Camelotian physician, used to say that a real doctor would never give his patients something he hadn't tried on himself first. A wise approach, which I follow myself.
Right. Graham the Mad. Don't you see the irony?
What irony?
All right. Isn't it
The
dangerous?
pursuit of knowledge is always dangerous. That's why it's reserved for only the bravest of the brave. It takes true guts to face the unknown, to realize just how little you know, and how insignificant you are to the world.
Right. Right. You could try it on me.
Oh, that was unexpected. Here, take it. What will happen, I have no idea. But please, tell me, if you live to find out.
Yep. Okay. So you're not a fan of local remedies?
I was classically trained in the proper art of medicine by the scholars of Camelot. The things they do here, they make no sense. No sense at all. Most
Right.
of this stuff shouldn't even be effective. Yet it seems to work wonders on these simple-minded, tough-bodied people here in the South.
So why do you even study this stuff?
Shipments from Camelot are late, so I'm running low on supplies. If I'm not able to treat them, they'll start complaining.
Right.
And Fearghas doesn't like when people complain, especially when it comes to their health. He truly cares about them, I've got to admit. He doesn't care much about anyone else, though.
That impression I already had. Yeah, you look like you need a sleep.
I don't dream about anything anymore, so sleep feels like a waste of precious time. Fortunately, back in Camelot, I found a mix of remedies that can keep me awake for a whole week. It was quite popular in our study group.
Very unhealthy too. Care to share it?
Oh no, every physician needs his secrets. But I can sell you some if you promise not to tell any of the higher-ups.
Right. Why do you want them to know?
There are side effects.
Right.
You won't fall asleep for a while, but the moment you do, well, you'll feel like you died and came back to life, only to die again. So you either take the next dose, or endure it. I can endure it because I don't have a post to attend to. But our brave soldiers, well, that'd be risky.
And if I do?
Well, they already trust my word. I'll be sure to deny everything. Moreover, I'm in the position to raise my prices or to refuse to sell you medicine, whichever suits my mood. I'm honestly quite offended you're even asking.
Okay. Well. Okay. Well, what can I do to help
Why
you?
would you, though? Don't you have better things to do?
Not really. No, I'm trying to get in his good books.
Ah, got it. So you're up for work not out of the goodness of your heart, but for your own selfish plans.
Right. No, I need money.
Oh, now you're speaking the language of Timberwall. It does pay, but we haven't settled on a shared definition of well, have we? I guess we can see about it after the job's done. But all right, if you're a mercenary, then I do have a job for someone who'd be willing to risk their life in exchange for material goods.
Okay. Detail?
Back at the Academy, I found an ancient scroll written by the Druids. Forbidden knowledge, especially now, after the mob forced them all into a wicker man and burned every last one of them to ash.
Really?
I finally deciphered it a little while ago. It describes a ritual that needs to be performed at night within a stone circle. And guess what? There's one in the nearby forest. I guess you already know what I need you to do, hmm?
Not really. What is the purpose?
That is an excellent question. But I don't know. From what I've been able to decipher, it's a summoning spell to bring something or someone to our world. That being will share its great knowledge with the one brave enough to summon it. I need you to remember what it says and repeat it to me after you're back, word for word.
You can't go yourself?
Isn't it obvious? I'm the only medic they have here at the Horns. I'd like to see Fearghas's face if he hears about me going out there.
Right. Okay, let's do it. Interesting. Totally different things to do. They were probably here before, but right. Well, since your fascination with druids illegal?
In Camelot, maybe, but This far south? Nobody cares.
Right.
I've spent my entire life digging through scrolls and books in pursuit of their knowledge. I've been reading about their rites and the descriptions of their rituals. Look, I'm sure they were onto something. They knew much more than we do, but it feels like there's a veil wrapped tightly around that knowledge. It's like I need to find the right spell, the right ritual, something that will unwrap it for me.
Right. Well, I don't need to know what you're doing. The lenses of the eye. Well, I actually want to have a look at the quest because I've got quite a bunch now. So, yeah. Right. This is the main quest then. Fearghas wants me to prove himself before I can speak. The unforgettable would be like Catherine died in childbirth, yes. Yeah, I have to do that one, of course. The warmest coat, I really want to do. The Silk Road. That is Dreams. Yeah, and the crypt in the cemetery. I've been asked to deal with it. And the lenses of the eye of the sage. Heber has found notes on an old forgotten druid ritual. He need to perform a druid ritual. Well, how would I know what the ritual is? Right? Then we have Murder on Demand. Jillian, the man sent from Camelot, is paying bounties for each slain bandit. Yeah. And Brothers in Arms. Fearghas asked me to bring him all the tags of fallen keepers. Yeah, so not following anything yet. Especially when fish oil. No, I can't do that because I do not have the sage. To find sage first. Right. Well, great. Yeah, the cold, it is getting dark at night. I guess people are sleeping. Where are the barracks actually? I do not remember where they are. Maybe it is on the map? What is that? Does it? Bounty board. Oh, there it is. The horns only. It doesn't, I haven't discovered it yet. Right, that on the dream. Yeah, the Blood Lake. This is the Road Market Square. The gallows, that's what I found. Shrines of Deer, those are the waypoints. Apparently, bounty board. I need to do one of those. Then there is the King's Road. Yeah. Silk Road. Okay. Right. Well, I have to find the barracks first. There's that guy. Huh. What's the time to steal stuff too? Right? Jail. I don't want to go to the jail. The barracks is that here? That's nothing. Don't remember where it was, so barracks. Right. Let's pick the first bat that we can do. It's quite late, so yeah, let's do that. Well, rest it. Right. Nobody here. It's a good day. Rise and shine. Oh, I really love that. Yeah. I really love that. Well.
Stay out of my way.
Dinkum.
You all right, newbie? Have you been to see the refugees? I can't believe poor Cole was put in a cage.
What? Oh, I remember this.
Hey, what a mess. Cole came to us with a group of refugees from some nearby villages. They were looking for shelter from, well, everything that's been happening here.
Yeah.
Bandits, the weirdness, the Del Reader, hunger. I was happy Fearghas let them in and allowed them to stay. You'll meet them in the village. They live in the buildings up high.
Right.
Not long ago, though, Cole started acting very strange, erratic, sometimes even aggressive. One of our keepers, old Mahon, tried to calm him down. He might have used too much force, and Cole felt compelled to defend himself. He bit old Mahon. And since then, the old fool has been lying in the infirmary. Frankly, I think Mahon brought it on himself. They shouldn't have put that poor man in a cage.
Right. You,
Wait. If you ever meet Patrice, please give her those flowers. I know it's not much, but I'd like her to know she's not alone. I support her and the other refugees. And I'm sure there are more of us who do.
Right. I will. Right. Incarnation. Right. Sigurd?
Good to see you again. The pledge today was very interesting, wasn't it? The certainty in Quartermaster Aymer's voice. Beautiful. Makes one eager to start work.
I don't think that we met.
So, what do you need this time? The pass again? Are we planning a trip to the Stale Lamb? Hey, not this time, my friend. I've run out of ink. I'm waiting for a delivery. Steward Orla will let me know when more arrives. In the meantime, I need to ask you for a favor. So, you in? For the sake of our long friendship?
Sure.
You do know it needs to stay between us. Do you understand? Say you understand.
Well, I understand.
Fantastic. So, here's the thing. On a recent night out at Ron's, it seems I may have left some sensitive
Oh,
documents.
I remember this one too.
Documents, with Captain Fearghas' seal. But not necessarily sealed by him. You know what I mean. I can't really go there right now. Could you get them back for me? I'm sure it won't be too much of a problem.
No, not at all.
Splendid. When you have the documents, meet me at the third crowing of the rooster. Or just find me. I'll be around.
Yeah, I'll probably just find you. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that one in the pub. Oh yeah, I absolutely do. We still haven't found the blacksmith though. What oh, that's the jail again? Oh, I came from there then? There's Fearghas. Where's the blacksmith? Lorenzo, yeah, I talked to you. Oh, he's over there. Right, he's over here.
What a nice day.
I agree. Osbright.
Boy, friend, a question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting. It's good to see a new face in this sad hole. Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbright, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
No, not really. You don't get many visitors?
Oh, not really. especially since we went into a lockdown a while ago. People used to come and go. Now and then a ship would make a stop at the village below, but nobody's really come around since. Well, since the entire shit show that's going down everywhere.
Right.
Now that
Okay.
I think of it, you're the first they've let in. What'd you do? Who did you bribe?
I've just been.
Oh, so you have friends in Camelot. Good for you.
Not really. You recognize it?
Of course I do. Those pins are peak craftsmanship, and very rare at that. We only gave them out on Camelot's orders.
Right.
But when I look at you, well, it's pretty obvious you wouldn't be able to beat a knight. And even if you found one already dead, you'd sooner nick his armor than a pin you knew nothing about. Either way, good for you.
Right. Well, the lockdown is very obvious. You said there was a shit show going on. What is shit show?
Sometimes I wonder, how many things can go wrong at the same time. They say that misery loves company, but here, it's like we've done something to anger the gods, and they're taking their sweet revenge.
Right.
First, we started hearing that the weirdness was spreading near Grubwood. Soon after that, we saw waves of bandits approaching from there. Desperate people. They took a lot of our territory. Then, the Del Rita tribes took over the All-Mother's Temple. And after that, the supply chains from Camelot collapsed for some reason. And so on and so forth. We're in quite a pickle, my friend. We've started betting on what's going to happen next. Sea monsters? Who knows?
Right. You call them Del Rita. I call them Del Riata. I like that better. Okay. They took over the All-Mother Temple.
That's... I don't know. It's hard to explain. They kept to themselves, perched in the mountains near the Forlorn Swords. Then something happened, and suddenly we saw ships arriving near our eastern shores. A couple days later, the tribes took over. One good thing is that the bandits aren't up to fighting with them. One bad thing, we aren't either.
Yeah, so it started spreading near Grubwood?
Yes, that damn forest north of here was already cursed and creepy. But now, I've heard it's an entirely different level of crazy.
Oh?
They say that some men here started going dark up north. With that, the weirdness started moving.
Right.
And when the weirdness gets here, well, we're fucked. But you know that. Every child has heard the stories.
Right. Well, we never figured that part out, because then we went to the other update. So tell me more about the bandits.
Truth be told, most of them are just people desperate to survive.
I guess
When
so.
the villages started dying out because of the weirdness, hunger, or raids, they lost their livelihoods, ended up with nothing to their names, and nowhere to go.
Right.
So they banded together and started raiding whatever was left. Then they turned to killing each other. They're like rabid wolves. Too bad they're here now too.
Right. Okay. We'll go back. You have any work for me?
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle. Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it. And I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either.
There must be something I can help you out with.
Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
Right. Yep. Teach me.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemist. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions.
Oh.
But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're you're done, you could bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Oh, that's a good deal, actually. Yep, that's a really good deal. But sir, we still have this issue, the warm coat.
Huh. It's for Dan, isn't it? That ungrateful bastard's still on the wall.
Yeah, he is. He told me about your disagreement.
Disagreement? Sure, you could call it that, and I guess I might have overreacted a bit. But since Dan is on the wall and I'm here, I couldn't tell him that I get it. The prank and all. And I forgave him a long time ago. And now that I think about it, it was a hell of a prank.
Yeah, it was. So you're not mad at all.
Well, he was right. I am old, but inefficient, stung a little bit. After all, I did my job well, and his sword is as sharp as Excalibur itself.
He knows. That's nice. Now, how about the coat?
Well, I may not be angry with him anymore, but that doesn't mean I'll work my ass off so that his doesn't freeze. Here's an explanation of how to make it. Feel free to help him out yourself.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Anything positive?
I heard that dew fell down the stairs and didn't break a single bone. So that's a start. Other than that, no, I can't think of anything.
Right. Okay. I really like this guy. I really like this guy. Yeah. Well, I have a few things to do. This is the grindstone. Handcrafting upgrade. What is a handcrafting deal? Just the quantities. Leather. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold it. Leather. Just the quantities. Lockpick. Armor. What do we need for that one? We need 2 hides. We have 3. We have 2 leather, so we can actually do that. Yeah. Corpse eater cap. What? Attack speed by 5. Okay. That would be rank. No, I don't think I want to do that. No. Maybe attack your relic? What? Silk hat? No. Upgrade? What could we upgrade? That one? We need leather for that. Alright, so armor weight reduction. That would be the coat. Oh, the copper ore! Wow, really? Oh. Leather pants. Yep. That would be a sharpening stone. I don't think that I have one. 2 endurance. No, I don't want to do it. I don't need that one. What is that? Also sharpening. Also sharpening. So I could have done the other thing, but I do not have a whetstone, right? Okay, so handcrafting. Can I actually make? No, I cannot make a whetstone. But I can make wooden arrows. Well, that's something, right? 10 broken arrows. I have 10 and I need 20. Right. Well, we have something to deliver to that guy. Alright. We have tools over here.
I like it when things are quiet.
Right. Well, let's have a look at our inventory. I don't think that I have Yeah, I do. I actually do have a ring of toughness. Right. We'll carry that. Yep, we will. Okay, so... let me see. Do I have anything... I don't have arrows, right? Right. Can I have anything else? I don't think that I have anything else. Right. I don't have anything else, so yeah. I'm carrying those again. So this one is then 2 armor, the weight. I do not have a lot of weight. Do I put it away? Yeah. I actually, oh, wrong button. I actually want to see, this is a character. We do not have anything yet. None of those. And the skill tree, none of those. Right. Well, I just wanted to know, right? I just wanted to know. Well. Yeah, nice.
Always good to have a little rest.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, we have a lot to do, right? Well, alright. So, let's go back into the photo mode. Actually, yeah, I'm actually a little bit disappointed. Oh, now we can. Now we finally can. Well, here we are. Cannot move. That's too bad. Well, okay. Anyway, I'm done for today. See you in the next one. We'll bring the coat. We'll go outside the walls. So, yeah, we will go outside the walls next time. We will do some quests. We're going to have a look around, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.